act of the night. Make some noise! I can't hear you. Are you ready for the final act of the night? Make some noise! Please welcome to the stage the very funny Andre King!
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's still on.
It's not anymore.
Thanks. Just like to say thanks very much to our sound technician doing a great job tonight. This is awesome. Just bear with me for a couple of seconds when I move that over there, as it has a tendency to make me look a bit fat. Right. Yeah, you guys didn't have to laugh quite so hard at that. I've actually lost weight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! I've lost 34 kilos. Yeah! It's not good. It's not a good thing because all of my underpants are too big for me now. You guys can't tell right now, but my underpants have actually fallen down inside my own trousers. You guys don't know what I have to deal with up here. You really don't. We got someone in from South Auckland. Where's the Southie? Southie? Where's our Mount Wellington? Is that you? Is that you? No? Not admitting it now. Not now when there's a whoring up on stage who's actually from South Auckland. Used to be. Do you mean me? Oh yeah, before the city grew so much. Oh, the future. I can just imagine you guys wandering around, Mount Wellington, just going, Mount Wellington hard. I'm from Mandirewa. Yeah, go the Marlins. Yeah, I didn't even mean to be from South Auckland. I was just driving through one day and my car broke down. So like everyone else out that way, I just built a house next to it. A lot of houses out there with broken down cars in the front yard. Moved in, claimed to benefit, robbed my neighbour. It's a cultural thing. Yeah, I live down here now. I live down here, and as Pax pointed out, it's not exactly the most diverse place. Yeah.
Team Yellow.
Team Beige down this way. And the thing is, I'd grown complacent. I'd grown complacent living here. I know I'd grown complacent because I went into Nelson City and there was a bikie gang that came riding through and I damn near put my neck out trying to say hello to them all. No, Mary. No. A lot of hories there. A lot of hories in that mix, man. A lot of hories. I am actually, I am a Maori. I get hassled by my cousins a lot because I don't speak like a Maori. Yeah. I go up north and I see them and they see me and they're all like, oh, state of it, you didn't even talk like us, bro. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. That's because while you dudes were wagging, I actually went to school. This is the accent of education. Yes, at school I learned that the S comes before the K in the word ask. Yeah, if you're laughing at that, you've had hories going around, oh bro, can you ask your old man? It's ask, learn to read! days I travel, or at least I used to. I used to travel before the disease came along. I used to travel. It was great because I could take my culture with me when I travelled. I would explain to people about how we welcome people to the country. Because I was involved with welcoming a Canadian rugby team over up at Auckland Airport. I saw the guy went, "Yeah, the Canadian rugby team." This guy went, "Oh yeah, sure, I'm with the Canada rugby team there, buddy." I'm like, "Okay, well, we're going to welcome you to the country. Just relax, follow the directions, and everything will be sweet. You're good." The guy goes, "Oh yeah, sure." I went, "Okay, we're going to welcome you. Here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go." Pick up the stick, bro. Pick up the stick. Don't look me in the eye. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Look me in the eye. Pick the stick up, bro. Pick that stick up. Pick it 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 up now. Pick that stick up, bro. Good. You pick the stick up now. Headbutt. Ah! This is how we welcome someone to the country. Can you imagine welcoming someone like that to your home, love? Could you? Could you? And we knock on the door on a Sunday. "Hello, have you found Jesus?" Ding, ding, ding. Those guys couldn't wait to get back on their bikes and just pedal off into the sunset. See, some of you guys won't even know. You know what we're doing while we're rubbing noses like that? You know what we're doing? We're actually whispering to them, "It's all right, mate. Everybody wheeze a little bit." That's why the Aussie rugby team wear yellow. Oh, I tell you what. This disease, man. This COVID thing. I do wonder if Vicks would fix it. Yeah, when he said it, I laughed too. It's been a long time since we've been able to do gigs in front of crowds like this. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard, man. Yeah, that whole COVID thing came along and just destroyed everything for all of us. And I guess no one is more surprised than me with how long it's actually lasted. You know, given where it was made. Before you took that drink. I saw you take the drink and I hit the punchline and then all the stuff started coming out. I apologise. This is nice, man. It's so nice to be back up on stage and talking to people that have a pulse. It's good because normally I work on cruise ships and pulses are few and far between. People are so old on cruise ships. It's ridiculous. I was on a cruise ship once. I went up to the top deck where the swimming pools are, right? And I genuinely thought that the staff had laid out bits of driftwood. To stop the towels being blown away in the wind. Just these wizened, wrinkled up creatures. Seriously, man, I got up there, it looked like a deleted scene from the Thriller video. Old people. I worked out that cruise ships, I'm not actually that good a fit for cruise ship work, you know, because I keep getting in trouble. And I don't mean to, it just kind of happens, you know. I got in trouble the first time because it was one of my first gigs on a cruise ship, and passengers, once they find out you're part of the crew, they ask you stupid questions. And I'm a comedian. If somebody asks me a stupid question, I give them a stupid answer. You know, when a guy came up to me and said, "Excuse me, mate, you're part of the crew, aren't you? You're part of the crew." He said, "Yeah, technically. I just have a question about the ship. These stairs. Do these stairs go up as well as down?" Toilets kept blocking on the ship. Right? Toilets kept blocking on the ship. And this guy came up to me and said, "Mate, you work on the cruise ship, don't you? You're part of the crew?" I went, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "I've got a question. Why do the toilets keep blocking, mate? Why do the toilets keep blocking?" I said, "I don't know, captain's log." And I thought that was pretty funny. So on my show that night, I told that story. What I didn't realise was that the captain was in the audience. And after the show, he had me come back to his cabin, right? There's this little Italian dude, and he says, you are the ship entertainer, I understand, but you come on board and you make a joke about me, the captain. I no like this joke. I no like you. In fact, I want you off of my ship." And I said, "Mate, I don't know what you've heard about us Kiwis, but I've never even met your sheep." I'm sure they're very pretty. But we have an issue with sheep in our country, right? We have an issue with sheep. We have a reputation around the world for sleeping with sheep, having sex with sheep. And it's not our fault. It's actually your guys' fault. Well, actually, your ancestors' fault. Because they were the ones who brought sheep to New Zealand. A country populated entirely with a race of people that wore grass skirts. And we were happy as Larry, out on our beaches, doing our cultural dances, swinging our hips there. Tu te mana iwi. Oh, yeah, next minute. You guys laugh. Meanwhile, my ancestors are out there going, oh, what are you doing? Knock it up, bro. Cut it out. Oh, actually, that feels pretty good. Go ahead, feel good. And to you too. Oh, hear me. Check this shit out, bro. But that's not perversion. That's livestock entrapment. You guys set us up. So it's the only reason we sleep with sheep is because we've met Australian women. At least sheep put up some kind of resistance. You get the thrill of the chase with the sheep. You clearly haven't met enough Australian women. I was in Australia once and I thought I was going to get into a fight. We were performing in a sports bar and this guy had an issue with us turning off the TVs because he wanted to watch the races. And he comes up to me and he says, mate, Are you one of those bloody Maoris, eh? I thought, oh, this dude's cruising for a smack in the head. I went, yeah, that's right. What of it? And he says, yeah, should have known. Yeah, you guys coming over here, scoring our women. Yeah, with your soft hands and your nice manners. I wasn't expecting compliments. I was completely disarmed at that point. Oh, well, thank you. I told that story on a cruise ship. A couple of women sat down in the front. One leaned over to her mate and went, "That'll be the lanolin." It's difficult trying to explain to overseas people just what the Maori culture is like, right? And I have a wee story that was passed on to me by my great grandfather, which kind of depicts really succinctly what sort of the Maori culture in particular is about. And it's a story that's been handed down from generation to generation, throughout the ages. And he sat me down on his knee when I was a wee lad, and he looks at me and he says, "Now, boy, I'm going to tell you a story, okay?" I went, "Aye." He says, "This is a story about your ancestors, handed down over the years, generation to generation. It goes back way before the first arrival of the Maori waka in the Great Migration." I'm like, okay. He says, 30 burly Maori warriors die in a bus crash. It's an ancient tale. And they go up to heaven, where they find St. Peter standing at the pearly gates. And St. Peter is an Australian. And he sees the burly Maori warriors coming towards him. He calls out to them, he says, "Crikey! Mate! What do you guys want?" And the leader says, "What do you think? We want to come in, bro." And St. Peter says, "Oh, mate, no. I'm going to have to check with the boss." So he goes off to see God. And God, for the purposes of this story, is being played by Christopher Walken. So he goes up and says, God, mate, you are not going to believe this." And God says, "I've told you, you don't have to call me God. Just tell me the story." St. Peter says, "Mate, there are 30 bloody Maoris standing outside the pearly gates. They say they want to come in." God says, "You tell them no. Tell them we'll let 10 in, but they got to decide which 10. St. Peter says, fair dues, God. I'll go down and break the bad news. So he toddles off back down to see the Maori boys. 2 minutes later he comes back and says, God! Oh my God! You are not going to believe this. They've gone. God says, what? All 30 of them? St. Peter says, no, mate, the pearly gates have gone. It's an ancient story. Oh, it's nice to be here, man. I haven't always. I get asked the question, have I always been a comic? And the answer is no. I haven't always been a comic. I've had other jobs, right? I actually got fired from working at a petrol station because a particularly busty woman came in one day wearing a very low-cut top, and I'm 6'4", right? So she came up to the counter and she caught me staring. And she said to me, excuse me, but I'm up here. I said, I understand that, love, but if you don't mind, they were here first.